G'day legends, I hope you're all amazing. On today's video, we are checking out the 30th anniversary of the Swollen Pickle. This one brings some new features to one of the world's most beloved fuzzes, probably my favorite fuzz of all time. I've used this one for a long time. It's featured on pretty much every single ragdoll recording somewhere along the way, and I love that it can do everything from super scooped, aggressive, doom-inspired fuzz tones to big, thick, creamy lead tones. And let's start out with a big, thick, creamy lead tone out of this on a Strat. Then we'll dive into how the controls work on this. We'll really get nerdy and take a look at some of the internal dip switch options on here. And we'll also run it in one of my favorite setups, basically using it in a Filth on Filth setting. But for now, let's jam. The big difference with the 30th anniversary version of the Swollen Pickle are the low and high controls on the front panel. These interact with the filter control along with the internal dip switches to change the tone stack behavior. On top of that, you've got the classic loudness and sustain controls, and there's a two-way crunch switch on the front panel, which will change the compression characteristics. All of these controls are highly interactive. I will put up a clip later in the video going through the different internal dip switch options so you can hear the impact that they have on the overall tone stack and response. But for now, I'm in the stock configuration internally. I'll start out into a clean-ish amp with my Les Paul Custom, and we'll have a listen to how these low and high controls really change the behavior of that filter, and then what the crunch switch does. I find with the crunch switch, you've got to go really easy on the loudness control, and there's a definite point where you go from getting that classic wall of sound, doomy fuzz to something that is a lot more smooth and compressed. Let's go. tone controls, along with the position of the loudness control and the crunch switch, give you a lot of different flavors of fuzz. If you like your really mid-forward, smooth fuzz for playing lead guitar, you can get that in there. If you like your wall of sound doom fuzz, you can absolutely do that as well. There's also some chainsaw adjacent tones in there as well. What I've done is I've opened up the pedal and I have flipped the internal dip switches over. I'm gonna have a quick noodle around with that. If you read the manual, they have the settings for the Russian Pickle. I've put them on those settings. After this, I'm going to run a loop through this and play around with not only the front panel controls, but the position of those dip switches so you can hear what's going on there. But for now, let's try some Russian Pickle action. I'm loving the sounds I'm getting out of those settings. I'm going to open this up and show you the internals while I run a loop through this and tweak not only the internal dip switches, but the knobs on the front so you can get an idea of how all the behavior is changing. So far, we've heard the Swollen Pickle into a clean-ish amp. One of my favorite ways to use this is to take an already raging amp and just absolutely obliterate it. You get some settings on here where everything is so clipped that the guitar starts sounding more like a synthesizer oscillator than an electric guitar. Let's have a listen to some of my favorite settings there in drop C with my Chillier. Hope you enjoyed the tones in this video. It has been so much fun to play around with this 30th anniversary version of the Swollen Pickle. A massive thank you to George and the team at Dunlop for sending this one out to me so that I could make some noise with it. I love that you can get everything from super smooth, mid-forward, creamy fuzz tones to scooped doom tones out of this. And I would say if you only own one fuzz pedal, a Swollen Pickle, any version of the Swollen Pickle would be well worth acquiring, whether you're somebody who absolutely loves the sound of fuzz or you're somebody who kind of never really got why people rave about fuzz. I feel like once you've had an experience with the Swollen Pickle and some time to go through all the different options, it may just change the way that you feel about that. If you enjoy these videos and you want to support what I'm doing directly, check out some of the music that I make with my band Ragdoll. There's plenty of Swollen Pickle laid into a lot of those songs. You can also check out the Patreon and grab my free IR and some other fun stuff in the video description. If you're a Swollen Pickle enjoyer, please make yourself known in the comments. Otherwise, go and grab your guitars, make some loud and filthy guitar noises, and I'll see you next time.